exercising our constitutional rights. And this bitch-ass president is still not respecting it. Everybody keeps saying, vote for blue. Motherfuck blue. Portland, are you scared? Hell no.
Like I said earlier, for those who are new to the party, welcome to Portland.
Welcome with open arms. We're pretty good working in a lot of areas, really. Like, I know that other places, you know, yep. You can go anywhere in the street. Yeah.
What y'all come out here for? Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. Remember your why. We were all just down here because Miss Taylor didn't get justice. We've been out here, but we're also still saying enough is enough. So I'm gonna wait for some folks to funnel in, because it looks like they remember why they here. Show me what community looks like. Show me what community looks like. Show me what community looks like. This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like. I do feel like there's a time for raw, unfiltered, pure emotion. I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, but I encourage each and every one of us to keep on going, keep on fighting. We all know that Congressman John Lewis said, we gotta keep making good trouble. He also said, to wake up America's soul, you got to vote. So what are you going to do to help with the liberation of black and brown bodies in your communities? Some people have been having courageous conversations. Some people have been taking up different leadership positions in terms of public policy. Some people have been given public comment where it is needed. There is always something to do. If you can't make it out, find a way to get involved. As long as you're doing something, that is still what is needed. Take it in stride. Self-care is self-preservation. Take care of yourself. Self-care is self-preservation. Take care of yourselves. As we journey, as we keep moving forward, remember your why. Why are you here? Why do you do this? Why is this important? And then, when you are out here on the street doing whatever it is that you do, Just ask yourself, is what I'm doing helpful or hurtful? Remember, we are also critical thinkers, so keep thinking deeply. We always talk about being prepared. So on another note, there's 3 big vans that pulled up around the corner. Ain't nobody doing not anything but listening, being educated, standing with one another, in community with one another. So thank y'all for coming out saying that our lives do matter. Thank you for saying with your actions that our lives matter. And another note, thank you for the people that are allies. But again, I encourage you, because allyship, great for making a conscious choice, but you can also throw a sign in your yard and you can get performative action in terms of being an ally. So we need y'all to move yourselves over to being a co-conspirator. Because when you are a co-conspirator, a comrade, that means that you're going to put your privilege on the line. You're going to give ongoing, sustaining support to make sure that the invisible is visible. So when you go to your jobs, when you are in your different spaces, look around and figure out why those people are not there. Why are there not any people of color, BIPOC, people there around you? And start making shit happen. Everybody talking about voting. Everybody is vote, vote, vote. Yes. You also got to earn that vote as well, too. We need to be sitting down with these different politicians during their off season or whenever. We sit at the table and say, look, this is what it is right here. These are our core demands, A, B, C, and D. And if you don't meet them, it ain't no either or. Here it is right here, right now. So again, we are getting on one page. We are aligning ourselves. And my why is because I'm out here to actively dismantle systems of oppression. You guys are all doing it. We already know what to do. Strategize, mobilize, and keep on going. We all know that it took 381 days before the Supreme Court did anything in terms of the Montgomery bus boycott. So we all know that this is a movement, not a moment. It's a marathon and not a sprint. Diversity of tactics. And remember to listen to trusted Black leadership. Don't just feel like you ain't got to, you can disregard what people got to say just because you don't really want to be told what to do. Well, splinter off, take that over there, and then come back when you're ready to listen, empathize, and understand. It ain't about you and your privilege. Listen, understand, and empathize. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for doing what y'all do. We all in this together. I always say, together we can and together we will. So before I jump up off the mic, we're going to get the Assata Shakur chant going. That don't die down. That's an everyday thing. That don't die down. That don't die out. So this is a repeat after me. Oh, I totally forgot. See, sometimes I get to moving so fast. If you're not sure who that is, please make sure that you educate yourselves, because we all know that it ain't Black folks' job or brown folks' job to educate you on every single thing. Like sometimes you got to go do a little of your homework. Sometimes you got to do a little of your own homework. So if I'm giving you point A and B, you can go ahead and Google it. Everybody got their phones and stuff out, or you do that on your own time. But you make sure you know why Assata Shakur was so important and what contributions they made. I'm going to let the cars go ahead and go by. Hello, Black Lives Matter. Honk for justice. Honk for justice. Thank you. Honk your horn for justice. Thank you. Rolling in for justice. Thank you.
Hey guys, we're here gathered where protesters against Proud Boys and for Black Lives Matter have gathered here
We have a duty to
in the
win.
center of the city.
We must love and support one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
Our duty to fight for freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Fists all the way up in the air. All power to the people.
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 Peace, love, and blessings to you all.
What are we out here for?
Black Lives Matter.
What are we out here for?
Black Lives Matter.
Say it again.
Black Lives Matter.
Say it again.
Black Lives Matter.
Say it again.
Black Lives Matter.
Obviously, they don't think we matter because they still continue the senseless murders of black people. Obviously, they don't think we matter. But they gonna understand that we do matter when they realize we are not gonna stop the fight for justice. We are gonna continue the fight against injustice. What are we out here for?
Black Lives Matter.
What are we out here for?
Black Lives Matter.
Say his name. Say his name. John Lewis. John Lewis.
John Lewis.
John Lewis. The reason why I'm saying his name, because he was a great civil rights leader. They are not respecting civil rights. They are threatening us with a civil war. We are standing up against injustice. If it takes a civil war, we are for.
Black Lives Matter.
What are we out here for?
Black Lives Matter.
What are we out here for?
Black Lives Matter.
And we will stand to the fullest for those rights. If they want a civil war, we will stand up and fight against injustice. What are we out here for? What are we out here for?
Black Lives Matter.
I'm not promoting violence. I'm promoting to stand up and fight for our rights. We will not lay down. We refuse to lay down. We refuse to lay down. We will fight for justice. We're not animals. We are people. We are one race, the human race. If they can't respect that, we will stand up and fight against injustice until the government is overthrown. What are we here for?
Black Lives Matter.
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 Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
Say her name.
Breonna Taylor.
They do not respect males. They do not respect kids or moms. What are we here for? against injustice.
Paula, you can make some noise now. Hey, any black leaders out there, any black members of Portland, just come on up here, because I'm sharing this with everybody, because this is our night. This is a night not to be protesting. This is a night to be prepared for whatever comes this way. So if you're out there and you want to come up here and join us, come on up here. Got some things to say, you can say them.
Guys, if you're just joining us,
This is a
please
different type of
smash
night
the like button, share the stream
You know what I mean? This is
on
just a high alert
your Twitter,
night.
your Facebook, everywhere. People need to see this
I appreciate
important
everybody that's out here.
reporting
Like, once
in
again, I'm gonna
field
say it.
where
You out here for
after a
people that
day
look like me.
of Proud Boys, alt-right
People just a little bit lighter
rallies,
than me.
we now have a
The people
gathering
that's
kind
in
of
here
at the
that
center
won't-
of
that shouldn't be,
Portland
just up in this building behind me.
with speakers
The
from
people that's behind
Black
these
Lives
doors
Matter and
that
several
should be
other
out here in the
groups.
street. You out here for that, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna say one thing that I had to say to myself in the mirror this morning. I said to myself in the mirror, give me a life with meaning. Let me leave that for my kids. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die with dignity. That's one reason why I'm on the front line every time you see me. Because I'm out here. I want an honorable death. Meaning I don't want to die in my sleep. Not like what happened to Breonna Taylor. I'm talking about walking down the street sleepwalking. A lot of us out here sleepwalking. Wake up. Die an honorable death. Too many of us are dying dishonorably. It's time for all of us to wake up and die an honorable death. That's something that you can leave in your will. That's something that you can still see carved in bricks and buildings from you can't even date back. Honor. So I just want to say that we out here. I'm not gonna say be safe. I already told you that. I'm gonna say be prepared. Look around you. The person next to you might not be the person you think he is or she is. So just be prepared. Those who are new to the party, welcome to Portland.
We've left the streets unblocked. The reason why we left the streets unblocked, because we welcomed them to the party. This party is a party and a fight against injustice. We did not block the streets tonight because we welcome all to the party. Not all is going to come in peace. But if they go against justice, they might leave in pieces. This fight is a fight against injustice. We are here to stand up for our rights. Our rights have been blatantly disrespected. The media is painting a bad picture about black people and about white people that's supporting us. The police and the president has deemed us terrorists. We're no terrorists. We are citizens tired of the abuse. We are tired of being lied to. We are tired of being discriminated on. We are tired of being treated like animals. We are tired of being treated like prison inmates. We are citizens. We are taxpayers. We are human beings. We did not block the streets because we welcome you to the party. We welcomed you last time, Mr. Wheeler. We welcome you and your Proud Boys again.
If you're just joining us, please smash the like button, share the stream on your Twitter, your Facebook.
Hi guys, my name's Teal. You probably know
We're here
me
in
better.
Portland, downtown, following Proud Boys
I haven't been
rally.
here in a long time.
And
Maybe
this is
you
a
can
Black
remember
Lives
this 'cause last
Matter
time I came out and I tried to
Antifa
talk,
rally.
I got pushed down by some people that told me I shouldn't speak. But I'm an activist, I'm black. Literally living in my skin tone is activism. Being me is activism. Every single day I fight to be who I am because of the skin tone that I was born in. Ooh, I'm so nervous, you guys make me nervous. You guys can all come closer. You guys are so far away. There's so much of this sidewalk though, and there's so much of that sidewalk. Literally so many people are standing so far away. Definitely still be careful in the street, but like, come on now. We always like to get close. Yeah. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. 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 I just want to say I thank like literally every white person that comes out of here because I've been fighting my entire life to be who I am. You guys should fight until the day you die. You guys should be doing this for us. If you're going to be out here, you guys should be ready to snatch us back. You guys should be ready to protect us, not just stand out here just to be out here for clout. This is not about clout. This is about our lives. This is about who we are, what we go through on a daily basis. Black people deal with so much oppression from everywhere. And being someone that's half black, I deal with the most hate from black people and from white people because I'm not dark enough or I'm not light enough. It happens my entire life. I deal with this. I have a 5-year-old daughter. She looks up to me extremely because of what I'm doing. I don't see her very much because I'm out here most of the time, but it's worth it. She'll see it in the future that this is what needed to happen. And I just want to say I thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. So everybody, put your hand up in the air, face it backwards, and pat yourself on the back. Because I appreciate everyone for being out here because it's not safe. We all know that it does get dangerous and it does get scary. And I say this almost every single time I'm on here. If you can't make it, tell 3 friends. If you're going to show up, bring 5 friends with you. If you don't have that many friends, tell your other friends to tell people to come. This shit should be getting bigger. The wall of moms, that shit was so huge when they were here. Like, it should not have been getting this small. I almost thought that after the fires, like, nobody was going to come out, and then that first day, everybody was out. I was like, yes, this is what it needs to be every single time. Doesn't matter if there's a direct action or not. There's so many places that we could be going to. So many places. We could be walking through literally neighborhoods with crowds of people. And like what we did this morning, just driving our cars with everybody down the roads, like that is the best thing you possibly could do because everybody hears you. Everybody sees you. When you go to work in the morning, you can literally just yell Black Lives Matter on the way to work. I literally have a megaphone. Me and my friends literally yell Black Lives Matter every single place we go to. Doesn't matter what we're doing. Activism does, like, this is protesting. Activism is life. You guys can be an activist anywhere.
Stay here. Go get me on that.
Hey, remember to always keep listening to black people. If there's something going on, there's enough people, 3 people to handle a situation. You guys don't all have to flock to it. Because every time you flock to it, you give the energy to someone else. You give the energy to a white person when it means this is for black lives, guys. You guys are still walking and following it. And you guys, this shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Fuck the cops and the white supremacists. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Fuck the cops and the white supremacists. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Fuck the cops and the white supremacists. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. You guys remember why you're here, right? Are y'all fucking mad? Are y'all tired? No, the fuck you're not, but we're mad for a goddamn right reason. We're here for a reason. We're not just here to stand around. We're not just here to be quiet. We're not here to be peaceful, but we're here to be nonviolent. Because you do not have to be peaceful. Fuck that. You don't have to be peaceful until we get peace. And that's a long time from now. This fight is gonna be a long one. But we've been doing it for a long time. Come on now. Portland goes hard. Literally, Portland goes hard. Like, we in the shits, guys. It's past been done that. We've been doing this. Ooh, samurai. You want to say something, Butty guy, my friend? He was asking if you had news.
Welcome if you're just joining us. If you are brand new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button.
I just want to say thank you guys so much.
We are
Whose lives
in
matter?
downtown Portland at a Black Lives Matter Antifa rally following a Proud Boys rally earlier on in the day.
In Kentucky with Breonna Taylor's family. They have been for a while, rocking it out with them through everything that they're going through all the court stuff. And I cannot wait till my sister comes back, because then we're going to be on our twin bullshit like we always be doing. I miss her, but she's doing the shit she needs to be doing up there. Hopefully we'll be able to play her song, Breonna Taylor's song soon that was written for her. And then you guys can hear it too, because it's amazing. It's awesome.
Thank you for the super chats. Please keep those coming. Also visit statusquo.com/West Coast to support this trip.
It's your boy Ronan in the house. I just want to thank all you guys for continuing to come out here every single night and fight alongside us. It's much appreciated. Oh shit, I'm out of breath. Whew, all right, but yeah, I don't really have much to say. You know, Black Lives Matter. They'll continue to matter. They'll always matter. And fuck anybody that thinks otherwise. So, yeah.
A man of little words. We out here, Paul. We out here. I don't even know how many days it is. It's got to be 120 something, right? I guess we probably just need to stop counting. I think that might work. It's day number 1, y'all. So we've been out for 1 day. So like I said, I'm keep y'all updated on anything that comes my way, any news or any intel that's valuable come my way. I'm gonna let y'all know. I got y'all back. Y'all can continue to do what y'all need to do. Just know that we here. Know that you got some your allies is up here on the stairs or on the porch. We're gonna keep periodically saying a few things. If any of our black leaders are out there in the midst, feel welcome to come up here and address some things as fit. This is a different night, so I'm not gonna just hold this mic and just trying to keep your attention, because our attention should be elsewhere. It should be in the air.
We're walking to a new location to give you a quick update on where we are, what we're doing. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Maker of Things left the latest one. Thank you so much. Stop calling the Antifa. Antifa is a trope used against the First Amendment. Stop it, Jenn. I mean, there are a lot of people who identify as Antifa. Antifa simply means anti-fascist. So this is a Black Lives Matter rally, so I don't know. Pookie, New Jack City, thank you so much for the super chat. Hold on. So, most nights, people have been out here protesting of Portland. They have targeted, of course, the Justice Center. It's really been a hub for a lot of protest activity here. Symbolically, of course, because of the really horrific injustices that are done here in Portland and across the country. Again, I really appreciate the super chats and the contributions toward our road trip fundraiser, the West Coast. We couldn't do this without you. So go to statusquo.com/West Coast. Again, we're here at a Black Lives Matter rally following a Proud Boys rally earlier in the day. And I have to say that I expected a lot more Proud Boys than we saw today. There were, I don't have an exact count, but there were potentially up to 500 Proud Boys. They had estimated, 800 plus there into the thousands. So I did hear some chatter that they were one sec, we're moving out of traffic. Thank you so much, Black Magic, $15. Please get a voodoo on me. Thanks for coming to PDX. Yeah, I've heard voodoo is so good. We'll have to try it for sure. Thank you. We really appreciate the super chat. Now the police are playing a message in the street that people are now to be off of the street, out of the roadway, on the sidewalks. People are starting to crowd around here, so we'll see what's going on here. 1 second. Sorry.
That's why we march.
We will be live tonight just to see what happens. There are no specific plans. This just happens to be the main sort of meeting place for these protests downtown. We reported earlier today from a park that's about 10 minutes outside of downtown Portland, where Proud Boys, who are, they're alt-right Trump supporters, were gathered.
This is the police. Southwest 3rd Avenue remains open to ease. Move to the sidewalk or into the park. Do not remain in the roadway.
This is the Portland Police Bureau. This is the police. Drive away. Bye. Fuck y'all. Quick job.
Thank you, Suffragem, so much for the super chat. Amazing. Keep it coming, guys. We really need the help for this trip.
Fuck you!
Statusquo.com/West Coast to help fund this trip.
Mama! I can't breathe, motherfucker! Fuck you!
We're trying to stay focused on
I'm going to put my helmet on, guys, so just 1 second while I shift around to do that.
So open up the street. We need to shut our movement down. Open up the streets, everybody.
Black Lives Matter!
I'm a black leader, and I'm calling for the streets to be open. Are y'all going to respect me?
Right, that's 5.
Oh, fuck.
If you guys are just joining us, please smash the like button, share the stream, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. This is a historic moment. This is following one of the largest alt-right rallies in the United States. It definitely was not as well attended as the Proud Boys hoped it would be, but it was a substantial presence. You can see protesters burned a flag and continued to make sure that the flag is totally gone. Protesters are definitely passionate tonight. One second, guys. We're making sure we have some safety gear on here. Right now, you're looking at part of a protest that's been held right here in Portland, Oregon, following a Proud Boys rally about 10 minutes away from here earlier in the day. Subscribe to this channel if you're new here. Smash the like button. Share this stream. Nobody knows where this night will go. Nobody knows what will happen, so stick with us. We'll be here reporting. Also, I've been putting up some behind-the-scenes content, behind-the-scenes videos for members. And also, I have a page on statusquo.com/West Coast where everyone can see some of the behind-the-scenes photos and videos. So I will have definitely a lot to say about this particular day. Definitely bookmark that page. And I have to be honest, this trip on the West Coast is a lot of money for us. It's really something we can't afford. But when we looked at how important these stories are, there's no way we could pass it up. So if you're able to help defray the cost of this reporting in any amount, it would be really, really appreciated. You would be funding our mission of giving the microphone back to the people. So go to statusquo.com/West Coast, and you can use PayPal or Stripe via a button on our page that will let you, type in how much you want to give. So we really appreciate you. We truly are funded by the people. We thank you all. So keep on watching. We'll see what happens.
This is the police. Southwest 3rd Avenue remains open to vehicular traffic. Move to the sidewalk or into the park. Do not remain in the roadway. Officers have observed people setting fires. Anyone who is involved in criminal behavior, including reckless burning, is subject to arrest or citation. Failure to adhere to these directions may subject you to citation, arrest,
To get a new job, your voice sucks. And you're literally taking the streets from the people. You're unlawfully taking the streets from protesters that have the right to say how we feel.
Since when have we ever gone home because of citation, arrest, or use of force, motherfucker? We stay.
Please leave the streets immediately. PPB, no one wants you here. Blah, blah, blah.
You're gonna need
I
a louder
can't hear
LRAD.
you. Blah, blah, blah.
You're gonna need a
I
louder
definitely
LRAD.
can't hear you at all.
Exactly.
And you should definitely get a new job. I can't understand anything you're saying. My voice is definitely way louder.
We can hear you.
Blah, blah, blah.
We can hear you. Blah, blah, blah. We can hear you. Blah, blah, blah. We can hear you. Blah, blah, blah.
You should just drive away like you did last
Thank you for
time.
shutting the fuck up.
Because it's annoying.
So right there you could hear protests speaking back
I
to
don't care. Thank you.
an automated
No, thank
voice
you.
from a police vehicle saying that this road is open to traffic, yet it is where the protesters are standing.
Because the woman probably can deal with her bullshit.
The woman? I don't.
Failure to adhere to the protesters' demands. You need to leave
Oh my god.
immediately. The protesters do not want PPP here.
Our eyes at
Thank
you.
you. Not at all for the things you do. You don't help us at all. Goodbye.
And one last, go fuck yourselves, quit your jobs.
So as you can very well imagine, there's no love lost between the protesters and the police. The protesters here have been especially harsh, especially violent. And that's even compared with how it's been across the country, which added together equals a completely out of control system of cops here, of policing here in this country. But Portland tops them all during these Black Lives Matter protests for brutality.
You comply.
Right now, everyone seems to be trying to figure out what's coming next. And you'll see that a lot. There often is not like a central organizing force. So the next step is sometimes unknown.
Move in sequence. Everyone out here tonight has a duty to do that. This is not a regular protest.
Smash the like button. The more you smash the like button, the more people will see this stream.
Some of y'all might not value your own lives, but maybe if you look,
You can't tell people how to protest.
life that you might value. So just imagine that before you do something stupid.
So, as I said, there's a little bit of a disagreement in organizing tactics right now.
Stolen land! Stolen land! Stolen land! Stolen land!
So it seems like that's what they're trying to do, is figure out what's coming next. The police are definitely aware of this gathering.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You'll hear a lot of the familiar chants. The police message is still going on in the background. The protesters here are trying to drown out that voice, and indeed it is hard to hear with right next to the megaphone. But these protesters are, at this point, very, very familiar with how the police are and what they're expected to do and what they're allowed to do, what they're not allowed to do. And they're at a point where if they're simply...
Hey, Portland, I got one question for you. Do you know what you signed up for?
If there's simply a message from a car saying to disperse, they're not necessarily going to do that. It really does tend to come to an escalation started by the police
Did you sign it or did you have somebody else sign
against
it
the
for you?
protesters.
Did you sign it or did you have someone else sign it for you? You signed it.
Thank you so much, Carl's opinion, for the super chat. Even though it is a pro-Trump message, I'll read it and I'll give my thoughts. Trump 2020, make America great again, Carl. First of all, Carl, thank you for the great super chat. Second of all, when was America ever great?
Right now.
Third of all, Trump is pretending like he's not the president right now. In the country, everything that's wrong with the country is Biden's fault. Biden is not in power. Biden has no power. Trump's the president. So I'd love to know how you think Trump is making America great again.
I can see some things. People are with
Suffragim, $20 the super chat. Thank you so much. Does your helmet say press in the front, sides, and back? No. Actually, I didn't have time. I'd gotten the equipment, but it's been a really, really busy day. Or equipment, I just mean white tape. But it was a really busy day, so we did it last minute and just had time to put it on the one spot. But we will definitely make sure it's on all sides next time.
Are you here for my black ass or not? You say you're here for my black ass, but you're not here. You say you're here for my black ass, but you're not here. You ain't listening. You say you're
Smash the like button. It does seem like the crowd is growing now. Okay, people are moving rapidly. Organizers are saying don't.
Come over here.
They have grabbed a protester are taking him. They are demanding that everybody get onto the sidewalk. They have a man laid down on his stomach. They are arresting. They're pointing to anyone who's stepped off of the sidewalk to step back on. Again, there is one protester on the ground getting arrested. Police, this is what they say happens each night, is the police come in with no warning and just start beating people, dragging people.
Hey, Coleman, are you scared?
No, we ain't scared!
Hey, Coleman, are you scared?
Fuck you, we ain't scared!
Okay, then why are we running, Coleman? I thought you said you signed up for this.
So again, police have moved in now. Nothing dangerous or violent was going on at all. They have arrested, from what I saw, at least 2 people.
John Oliphant, you're a piece of
We did
shit!
that wrong. Why you running?
31, John Oliphant, you're a piece of shit!
Right now, just the police are in the middle of the street. They are demanding everybody else get onto the sidewalks. This following an automated robotic message from a vehicle saying that this road was still open, meaning protesters needed to get off. Then all of a sudden, police descended. So as soon as the police come here, it gets tense. Nobody knows what will happen. They seem to try to set an example by immediately making arrests.
No one's allowed to stand tonight. Stand. We already said.
Share the stream, make sure people can watch this important reporting.
And guess what? We're not here to get hit either.
This is some serious reporting. This is actually dangerous reporting. If you can help us at any amount, please go to statusquo.com/West Coast. That is where you can help to fund this trip. Now you see a white police van, probably to escort arrestees. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, guys. This is what we do. We're in the field. We give the microphone back to the people.
Why are we here? 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 Why are we here?
Protesters are still chanting despite the police presence.
Why are we here? That's right. We ain't scared.
There's one police officer who looks to have a GoPro or something, and she's filming what's happening. Oh, it looks like we got Raymond as a new member. Welcome, Raymond. Thank you so much for joining. Join with Raymond, statusquo.com/join. We are in downtown Portland, where Black Lives Matter protesters are standing on sidewalks where they've been directed to stand, with police descending upon this area. Here, some come in on motorcycles. Additional police are coming in now. Nobody knows what will happen. Thank you, Mahi, for the super chat. Keep the super chats coming. We really need help funding this West Coast trip. And subscribe to this channel. Suffragem, thank you so much for the 20 bucks in the super chat. You're absolutely incredible. The scene is very, very tense here, understandably.
No good comes in a racist system.
And tonight, certain cops have been given a designation to allow them to use federal methods, circumventing a previous ban on tear gas. Tonight, due to this circumvention, due to the state of emergency, they are going to be allowed to use tear gas tonight. No good cops in a racist system.
No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system.
got your fucking attention. It's about time you bring your bitch asses out here.
Right now, again, police are gathering in the center of the street, making everybody, all these protesters, stay on the sidewalks. Right now, I am actually trying to send Jordan a couple of photos from this to show how the cops look at this time. Standing right in between two sections now, because we've been separated, of Black Lives Matter protesters following a white supremacist rally earlier today held by the Proud Boys.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
You gotta keep your eyes open.
Hands up! Hands up!
All right.
Hands up!
I'm going to put my phone down so I can pay attention, but keep those super chats going. Deaco, thank you so much for the $19.99 in the super chat. I'm going to put my phone away just so I can pay attention and switch things in and out. Keep watching though, keep sharing.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
The automated message from the police continues to play. They're talking about potential tear gas on the automated message. I guess this is what they consider to be their prior warning. This moment, it really is terrifying. You have these people who are militarized, who are trained that you don't win, you don't succeed in this job unless you arrest someone or unless you get someone. They're hungry for it. They've been working over 100 days around these protests. We already had today an instance where police gave a peace sign to Proud Boys entering into Delta Park earlier. We know that police are in white nationalist groups. And the police officers here are ready for some action, ready for some escalation. I don't see any violence. I don't see anything at all that would, lead to someone getting arrested. Everyone is staying on the sidewalks. They did arrest a couple of people from what I saw right when they descended upon the street.
No justice! No justice! No
Police on motorcycles are now moving out of the area, followed by an SUV with the police, 2 arrest vans, white arrest vans, 3 actually.
No justice! No justice! No justice!
Police are bagging something next to one of the white vans, potentially items belonging to someone they arrested. Cops are moving quickly.
Move back, move back, move back.
The organizers on the loudspeaker are saying to move back, telling people not to freak out. There are police piled on top of one person in the middle of the street. One with his knee on the gentleman's, it looks like a gentleman's legs, one in the center of the gentleman, one near the top of the gentleman. The arrestee is laid face down on the ground. Everyone is supposed to stay on the sidewalks. I did not see what led to this man's arrest.
We no longer accept your fucking racist actions. We the people, you are to assault American citizens.
The gentleman who is getting arrested is struggling. More police are joining in the
Look
action.
like George Floyd. It remind me of George Floyd. George Floyd.
More police officers are putting their entire weight at ease on this arrestee.
George Floyd.
I'm not sure. It looked like they came and
George
snatched you up
Floyd.
the curb. I'm not sure if he stepped into the road.
George Floyd. George.
There are now 4 people involved in arresting this one person.
George Floyd. Say his name. 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 I think they forgot.
This is the dude that was just hella drunk earlier, just
You will not
walking
let-
into a couple poles.
So one young woman has been arrested. A young gentleman next to her,
Make sure that man
flanked by 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 5 police officers.
Like you did George Floyd.
There are at least 4 on the gentleman that's on the ground, on the pavement right
George
now.
Floyd said mama. George Floyd said mama. Y'all remember that before y'all do anything stupid. I'm talking to the officers. There you go. There you go. Hey brother, move your leg. You all right? Move that foot. Thank you. We will not let what happened to George Floyd, just so y'all know that. Do not do him like that. You don't need that. You got hundreds of y'all out here. Y'all can get that man. There you go. Hey, make some noise for him. He got out here. He signed up.
Okay, so this is a woman who has been arrested. She looks very emotional for very understandable reasons. She was laid face down.
He went out. He went out with some dignity. He is now part of history.
You can hear organizers are still making announcements on
He signed up for that.
bullhorn. Smash the like button, share this stream. We want more people to see this reporting. It's live as it's happening. No one would be able to cross the street right now as police have totally taken over the middle of the street. Previously, there were protesters who were listening to speakers, listening to, each other's thoughts on the current state of the United States and this city. And then police officers rushed in suddenly.
Because the next thing they're going to do, they're going to sandwich you in from the back. So make sure you watch the person next to you back there. Stay prepared.
I'm kind of waiting and seeing what's happening here. The organizer who was across the street was saying that, next they're going to try to sandwich you in from the back. So this is something that they have seen from police night after night when they exercise their right to protest. Okay, so they're saying now that the streets are blocked.
No traffic flowing through there now. Is this the country? This is a question to your officers. Is this the country you signed up to live in? This don't look like America no more, do it.
There's one person with the police who is using a GoPro and filming the crowd.
Maybe this is what it looked like.
I guess it's a new thing. I don't know. I thought they all had body cameras.
Look just like this when it was
Apparently not. I don't know.
Look just like this. Minus the dogs and the water hoses. I guess that's America great again.
There seems to be something happening to the right.
Hey, I got some bad news. America has just been made great.
Okay. Did not see the scuffle here, but there was some sort of scuffle where the people ended up running away. Cops are now in the midst of it.
We out here for injustice. Injustice of people.
We could not see exactly what was happening, what was going down. The police are now surrounding this area too, preventing people from crossing the street.
Wow.
Seems they did just let a journalist through. The vibe in the air is certainly tension. This is something, once again, that has happened night after night here in Portland. They only took a short kind of break when the air was so toxic that no one could go outside. A cop telling someone there that as long as he doesn't step out into the street, he's okay. More officers are coming in. We are on Southwest Madison and Southwest 3rd in Portland, Oregon.
I got your back. I got your back. I got your back. I got your back.
Officer,
I got your back.
the badge number.
I got your back. I got your
So
back.
someone just yelled to an officer standing there, it looks like a female, that they can't read her badge number, which is of course something that police should be doing, is showing their badge number.
Everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? And listen, we gonna make sure that they hear us, because until they didn't get much justice for Breonna.
You can hear across the street an organizer talking about Breonna Taylor and that the fact that she did not get justice, she did not get what she deserved. She was murdered at the hands of police, and there are no charges related to that at all. There's only one charge related to firing randomly into neighbors' apartments.
That she deserved, so we don't get our justice the way we get it. Say her name. Say her name.
They're chanting, "Say her name," Breonna Taylor.
Say her name. Say her name.
They are moving one of the white vans away. I assume it has arrestees inside. Subscribe to this channel if you're new here. This is the type of reporting we do. We get down in the action and show you what's actually going on.
We need to make sure that they fucking hear Breonna's name, because they didn't give her the fucking justice that she deserved. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name.
See yet another person across the street from where I am right now getting arrested. It seems they're definitely not holding back on the arrest tonight.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
1 second, guys. I'm going to try to readjust my helmet here. Bear with me. If you're just joining us, we are in downtown Portland, reporting on ongoing Black Lives Matter protests. This following a Proud Boys rally about 10 minutes away from downtown Portland earlier today. So police are here. They rushed in kind of without warning. The only warning was their automated message that comes from one of their vehicles saying that this street is open, and in fact people were blocking it. Then cops rushed in and the arrest started. Everyone right now is to remain on the sidewalk. Okay, just 1 second. I'm changing my, adjusting my helmet.
I just ran for Ron. I was like, oh yeah, it was crazy. Think about either
Okay, I fixed my helmet. Thank you for being so patient. You are looking at downtown Portland near the Justice Center, where Black Lives Matter protesters are gathering, as they do nightly. They were, sharing messages of hope, messages of, let's get out there and do what we can to make Black Lives Matter in this country. There was some warning from an automated system about getting out of the street. Then suddenly, the cops descended. Now everyone has to stay on the sidewalks. Those who do not are getting immediately arrested.
Let me go show you. Let me go show people in the park.
Okay, we're gonna walk over to more into the park. 1 second, we're seeing what is going on. The scene changes minute by minute, second by second. I don't know if they're switching shifts or what, but additional cops are walking this way. One of the white vans is going down the street. Smash the like button, share this stream, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. We are well on our way to 100,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. And, YouTube's really hiding us. They're hiding our feeds. So the more people who subscribe, the more likely our reporting is to be seen. You can also text COUP to 370-370 and get notified when we're live. In situations like this, people often just start moving in one direction because things change rapidly. The crowd seems to be moving together.
You scared? Don't you run, man. You scared?
Moving to a new location here. Protesters are yelling at the police. Police are shining bright lights straight in our eyes. Bright lights straight in our eyes, and that's the least of anyone's worries here. They try to use tactics of intimidation, for sure. Okay, so now they're going to be pissed off. Someone just set off a firecracker, or the police did, or someone. I did not see. So, as usual, the police, when they come into an area, they escalate the situation. They don't de-escalate the situation. They're supposed to be here to serve and protect. And instead we have police officers murdering Black people in this country, fighting against those who are simply fighting against fascism and for Black lives. And this is the response that gets in the United States, supposedly the greatest country in the world. Citizens are being denied their rights to protest.
Yeah. You gotta get your mask on. I don't think you see anything. I can't really see anything.
You think now?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second here. I'm gonna put on my gas mask thing, which I don't even know how to do, so bear with me 1 second.
Quit your job. 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 Quit your job.
Hold on, guys. I have to be prepared for anything, so now's a good time to change into my mask or not.
We got ninjas in the house.
Okay.
That's a genie, that's a magic that might want to step back.
1 second, I am getting that.
Looks like there's green smoke coming right now. Could be, just beware, there's green smoke coming. I don't know if that's tear gas or
Come on, Tony! Come on! Get the fuck out of here!
1 second, guys.
Bye, bitch. Don't come back. Thank you.
Okay, everyone's moving rapidly again, so John and I are following wherever the reporting takes us.
We're all media, don't blind lights at us. Everyone here's Fred. Everyone here's Fred. We're all fucking press.
Including but not limited to tear gas or impact weapons.
Hey, something fucking beautiful in this world, you assholes!
A protester
Fucking nice!
yelling to the police to do good to the world instead of the job that they do.
I almost was. Did you see what happened? No, you were gone. By the time I turned
Seeing if I can get a break in the action here to put my gas mask on.
When they pulled up, the small female cop over there grabbed my backpack, and I almost didn't get away. But she's small as
All right, I'm gonna attempt it right now. 1 sec.
I think he's trying to be some sort of language, but I don't speak fucking.
Citizens of police, officers have taken projectiles from the crowd. Do not throw projectiles at officers. Failure to adhere to this direction may subject you to citation, arrest, and crowd control agents, including but not limited to tear gas or impact weapons.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Just drop something. Hold on, guys.
Give me a good reason, and I'll fucking go home right now. Give me a good reason, and I'll fucking go home right now.
This is the police. Officers have taken projectiles from the crowd. Do not throw projectiles at officers. Failure to adhere to this direction may subject you to citation, arrest, and crowd control agents, including but not limited to tear gas or impact weapons. This is the police. Officers have taken projectiles from the crowd. Do not throw projectiles at officers. Failure to adhere to this direction may subject you to citation, arrest, and crowd control agents, including but not limited to tear gas or impact weapons.
They don't respond to government. I know where all of our laws is, know everything we have to fucking do with people. They fucking have done that. Can you ask why we're out here? Can you ask why I'm out here?
To you.
God.
I wish I knew their names. I wish I could go even more. I wish I could fucking. Yeah, I don't know where you are.
I'll DJ all the rest.
Y'all are some pussy ass motherfuckers. Shame on you. You and your little short ass, big squeak looking ass, bitch ass attitude.
They want you, you better scoot over. Macy, turn off the light and go to jail.
Take your light off or go to fucking jail. Fuck you. You can't tell someone they can't have a flashlight.
Stupid bitch. Looks equally offensive to me.
Yeah, fuck you. Turn off your fucking light.
Turn your light off, bitch.
Power drill?
1,004. No, you're not moving. No, I'm not fucking moving.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck that. None of us should move for these bitches. Hold the goddamn line.
I'm not sure why you put your hands on me when I'm on the curb doing nothing. Hey, sir,
if
the
you're
light.
gonna be here, hold the
with the
goddamn
power
line.
drill, with the
We protect each other. No matter the cost. I don't give a fuck if I'm the only black person fucking making sure these cops aren't taking all of us.
Hey, Sergeant, I want
Yeah, I can read your lips, dumb bitch. Yeah, I can read your lips, dumb bitch. But you ain't got shit on me, so you can take it.
Your number right there.
Can you hear it now?
Sergeant! Sergeant 31! No, I see you! You put your hands on me again, I'll see you in fucking court!
Hey, protect!
Still no sound.
Shift down, shift left! Shift left!
Hold the line! Fuck you! We protect our
This is the police.
You stupid bitch! I hope you fucking burn!
Yeah! Hey, let's get out of the fucking, let's go! Get out of the intersection!
Fuck you!
That's all he go right there.
Where's your target? What happened? You guys had a good run.
Hey guys, I was not successful in getting both my helmet and my gas mask on, so we'll just go with one for now. You can see that more police are coming downtown.
Got it?
Yeah, I couldn't get both of mine on. It wouldn't fit on my helmet.
Get out of here, you fucking dorks!
Mask at all, no matter how much we let it out. So I'll just deal with it, I guess.
All right, well, yeah, don't get too close. If we have to, I'll go in.
So smash the like button, guys. I'm not going to look at my phone right now. You guys know I don't need a third phone this year. 1 second, hold on. Putting on some protective equipment here.
I need my phone to be turned up. You got some good helmets. It's for my family. That's right. I got one of those too.
We're going to see what's happening here. Everyone is again moving in one direction. People have started to get their gas masks on and more protective gear on. And these protesters certainly know what it's like. Okay.
Hey, I have a fun game.
So I was unable to get my gas mask or goggles on. It wouldn't work with my helmet, so I opted to go with the helmet.
Okay, so
I'll figure that out tomorrow. Press has been allowed to cross the street. The press walked with their hands in the air in order to cross the street.
Don't run off too far. This is not a sprint, this is a marathon. So as we get weaker, you're going to see some different things.
Definitely subscribe to this channel. You'll see more reporting like this. We report in the field. We don't just report from the studio. We're out here showing you what's truly going on.
You know, can you believe it?
We are here in downtown Portland. If you're just joining us, subscribe to this channel. The more people who subscribe, the more often YouTube will recommend our videos. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers. Tensions are heightening between police and protesters. I do think it is very much worth saying that the protest was completely peaceful before the police moved in. In every situation that I have reported at one of these rallies,
Hey, what's your favorite type of cereal?
I know y'all can hear me. How you gonna write me a ticket? You know I can't go nowhere. How you gonna give me a $285 ticket? Wow.
so police are lined up on either side of the road with white vans behind them. Have been taking people. They've arrested at least 4 people that I saw. That's not an official number by any count or by any means.
But hey, we out here. We all signed up for what's gonna happen. We all signed up for these things.
From the sidewalk in the park. Southwest 3rd Avenue is open to vehicular traffic.
So now the automated voice coming from the police car has said that they want everyone to be able to express their First Amendment rights. So please stay on the sidewalk and get in the park. We'll see if that actually holds.
Vehicular traffic.
A lot of these cops have been deputized.
It would not surprise me at all if there were, in fact, arrests in the park. They find reasons to arrest people if that's what they want to do, and that seems very much like what they want to do.
This is the police. We would like to encourage the crowd to express their First Amendment right from the sidewalk in the park. Southwest 3rd Avenue is open to...
Again, I can't see your super chats. I have my phone away right now, but keep those super chats coming. If you can help support this West Coast reporting trip at any amount, this is just the start. Go to statusquo.com/West Coast. Statusquo.com/West Coast to help support us at any amount. We are offering, if you support us at $250 or higher for this trip, I know that's a lot, but we will send you a custom Status Quo fleece that only Jordan, myself, and one other viewer have. So if you're able to give $250 or higher at statusquo.com/West Coast, that would be incredible. Every and any amount is welcome, though.
This is the police. We would like to encourage the crowd to express their First Amendment right from the sidewalk in the park. Southwest 3rd Avenue is open to vehicular traffic.
Fuck you, cops! First Amendment, fuck you, go home!
So that automated message continues to play.
You're wasting our fucking money right now,
And protesters are yelling in response about the fact that they don't, in fact, care about their First Amendment rights in the police force. Smash the like button, share this stream. Nobody knows what will happen tonight. So we are moving with the action. At certain points, you'll see everybody start to run in one direction. Okay, someone just threw something, so the cops are gonna go crazy. Cops did move forward. So far, they did not rush onto the sidewalk, though.
Fuck you, Brett! Hey, Obama!
Earlier, we saw police who did not have their full badge numbers displayed. There were reports of police officers giving peace signs to Proud Boys members as they drove by into Delta Park.
We came out here because we're hurt, upset, and outraged about the fact that you keep killing my people. I'm fucking sick of it. Think about it. If it was your son, your daughter, your uncle, or your cousin, we'd be out here for that too. No one deserves to die at the hands of a fucking cop. You're not the judge, jury, and fucking executioner. Stop killing my people. I don't need no cheers or no fucking hand clap. This is real shit. I'm goddamn mad. Fuck Brett Taylor! Fuck Brett Taylor!
You can hear additional sirens now going off.
I was feeling bad about George Floyd. Unfortunately, we had to convene again because there was no justice for Breonna Taylor. There was more justice for the neighbor's fucking wall than there was for that of her life. Y'all are some sick motherfuckers. You could have been anything else in the world and you chose to be a fucking pig. You chose to be a part of an agency that was birthed to hunt down niggers and take them back to their slave owners. You chose to do that. I hope that when your kids have kids and they have kids, they look back in the history books and they shit on your graves when they find out that you chose to be on the wrong side of fucking history. It's not too late to quit your job.
Shame on you! You want our money back! Do something useful!
Par contre, c'est parti d'un coup là.
You can hear protesters shouting, "Do something useful with your life."
Y'all are out here actually on the beat to abuse, harass, and terrorize people who are simply hurt already at the hands of what you're doing to us. To each and every brown person, black person out there with those white cops, y'all can suck my dick from the fucking back. You goddamn traitors. There's absolutely no reason why you should be standing with these people and they're killing your people. You're working with them. You have blood on your hands. White cops, your privilege is showing. Excuse me, I mean your white supremacy.
How do you spell Nazi? How do you spell Nazi? How do you spell Nazi? How do you spell Nazi?
Because cops and Klan go hand in fucking hand. You guys are fucking fascism. And you're upset that we don't like it? Antifa is short for anti-fascism. Y'all are calling that a terroristic organization? How, Slave?
Hell no!
Some people turned against Antifa. That's a hateful organization. Y'all remember when Antifa was filling in the fucking potholes? What were you bitches doing? Y'all remember when they were still providing mutual aid for the folks that you guys were single-handedly helping create hate and wreak havoc on the city of Portland? Where the fuck were you maggots at? Y'all ain't shit. Your goddamn police commissioner thinks you're useless. Your motherfucking governor thinks you're useless. Your president thinks you're fucking useless.
You're a fucking disgrace!
Fuck you all. Especially the ones that are standing up there with a fucking smirk on your face. One of y'all knows something that knows something that knows something about some of these youth y'all killed and abused in these streets. And y'all are still working with them maggots? Y'all ain't shit.
So right now there's kind of a break-in activity here. The cops are still standing in the middle of the street. Protesters and press are regulated to the park area, the grassy area, or the sidewalks.
You wanna know what I think of Brent Taylor? Straight bitch. PPD and KKK, same shit. One word to describe him as racist. Grab the microphone and I fucking slay shit. I hate pigs. Get the fuck off our streets. This my homie Matt coming through from ABC. Yeah, fuck police. It's time that you bounce. This is our city, baby. Please get the fuck out. All cops, yo, they really is irrelevant.
I've said it a few times this stream, but you never know what's going to happen. Things turn on a dime. Okay, so there's at least one police officer who's aiming his, I assume, less lethal weapon gun, ready to shoot at any time. No one's done anything, so I don't know what he would be aiming toward. And these police officers have been out here for over 100 days. You know, they have their built-in systemic racism and built-in corruption. And then you compile that with fatigue, I'm sure, on their part for having to come out to these protests. But, you know, it's at the same time, you heard the protesters yelling, you know, how could you do this? Why didn't you get a job where you're helping people? So you do have to wonder, what's going on in these police officers' heads. But unfortunately, I think the truth is many of them are completely against these actions, don't identify with Black Lives Matter. We have several instances that Tina Desiree Berg has reported on or will report on with police being active in white supremacist organizations. And she lives in Southern California, so it's something that's common across our country. And they definitely try to hide. But you'd be surprised about how many of them are so bold that they'll say anything. They'll go on Twitter or Facebook or whatever and express their racist, horrific views without a care in the world. Text COUP to 370-370 so you get notified when we're live. John and I are out on the West Coast. We'll be heading down to San Diego to cover a really important story to do with an indigenous community who's fighting for their lands and is fighting against the border wall, Trump's border wall. There has been an assault in recent days. A Trump supporter assaulted one of these indigenous protesters. And the media is really not reporting it. So I think it's an extremely important story from several different angles. So we'll be there. And then we're going up to LA. I'll be doing some reporting with Tina Desiree Berg. We'll be reporting on some of the West Coast fires, the alt-right presence there in LA, as well as the ongoing protests. And we're kind of playing it by ear. If there's a really important story that we stumble upon, we are certainly open to adding it. This trip is all about giving the microphone back to the people and getting cameras on the ground where it matters. So we're seeing right now what the police plan to do. They seem to be getting in position to do something here. One police officer has his gun ready to shoot at any time. I assume it contains some kind of less lethal weapon. So far, I don't see a reason why they would need to use their less lethal weapons. There would be no reason to shoot anything into the crowd.
I think it's backed up.
This trip is very costly. If you're able to help us at any amount, go to statusquo.com/West Coast. If you are able to support us with $250 or higher, you'll get a special custom-made Status Quo fleece. But we welcome any amount. If you have $5 to help us, keep reporting. Amazing.
I just got robbed.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we out, please. I don't want to see you running around.
Yeah.
You got anything?
I don't.
I just got robbed.
So this is one of the devastating parts about Portland and so many cities across the United States. It's something that's becoming more and more prevalent, but the houseless community in Portland is enormous, the most I've ever seen in any city. Cops seem to be moving to their vehicles, looking like they're ready to pull away. We'll see if they all go or just some of them. Again, you're watching some of the police who came to break up this peaceful Black Lives Matter protest are now pulling away.
Maybe that's like the day they quit, you know?
Yeah, the most you'll hear, or so far that I've heard, is our protesters who are yelling, towards the police.
We need to start moving accordingly. I said that earlier. This is no game.
Kind of in a holding pattern. Things can change on a dime. Earlier today, I reported from a Proud Boys rally, which was held about 10 minutes away from here. Cops are moving. One person has thrown something into the crowd of the cops. The cops don't seem to be reacting to that specifically. Several cops are indeed moving out. The protesters playing a goodbye song as police move out. One cop shining a light in protesters' faces just to be a dick. Okay, people are now going to go in the center of the street now that the police presence is gone. There are some police who are going in this little alcove here. So you can see a lot of press, a lot of protesters have moved in this direction.
Back it up like a little bitch. Back it up, don't fucking home, quit your fucking job. Thank you. Don't fucking come back. Pigs! Bye, pussy! Goodbye. Bye.
People giving the cops that are left the middle finger.
Don't come fucking back. Clean your dog!
Watch the cars now!
Okay, so there they went. These moments are very, very tense. Obviously, protesters never know what's going to happen next, how violent the police are going to be. Inevitably, the police do become violent, start beating protesters, start rushing in, start violently arresting people, as you did see a little bit before. So the mood, just like the other night when we were out, the mood has immediately lifted. Now that the police are gone, everyone still seems a little bit nervous after that moment of, or those minutes of the police being there and them not knowing what's going to happen. But everyone seems to kind of be taking a deep breath now. I haven't seen anyone leaving the park. In fact, it seems to have grown in the time that we've been live. So I do expect this protest to continue. I expect more people will speak. I have no idea, and nobody does, when the cops will be back, if they'll be back, which type of cop will be back. They allowed certain cops to have federal powers today, which circumvents the previous ban on tear gas. So they're allowed to do more tonight than they typically are, or that they were under orders previous to getting this state of emergency declaration. People right now are just figuring things out, moving from side to side. We will stick with the action.
The helmet's backwards.
Hold on. 1 second, guys. I have to adjust my helmet for the 80th time today.
The funniest thing was
Now protesters are chanting, "Say her name, Breonna Taylor." This is just a couple of days following the announcement from Louisville, Kentucky, that charges were not going to be brought against officers who murdered Breonna Taylor in her own apartment in the middle of the night for no reason. Instead, there's one charge being brought related to shooting into neighbors' apartments that had young children. So people and protesters have been really reinvigorated, I would say, based on that ruling.
Hey, over there on the other side of the park, clap if you're alert. Okay. Gotta stay alert. You're going home tonight.
People are gathered all around this park, which is right in front of the Justice Center.
Also let them know sometimes I have the camera low, not really trying to show you faces.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, John just made a good point. There are instances where we don't want to show people's faces. So if you see that the camera is low at any point, that is a specific, action to prevent showing a face at that particular time. So just so you guys know.
Because cops are watching the live streams.
Yeah.
Cops do watch live streams.
Yeah.
Sometimes they use that to pick people out.
We are now here facing Southwest Main Street. To the left of us is a tent city. Again, the houseless issue is massive here in Portland. The most houseless people, or the highest houseless count that I've seen in any city that we've reported in. And we've, of course, reported in a lot. It's really heart-wrenching. And you would think with Portland being such a liberal city that there would be more programs in place for the houseless. But it's a city that's really, really struggling. There's a study that just came out showing that some Portland University students are food insecure and housing insecure. About 50% of PSU college students. We're seeing that all over the country. COVID has been very difficult financially for a lot of people, but people were struggling before that. Jordan went on a tour a few years ago called the Disappearing Middle Class Tour. Since then, and it's only been a short time, it's only been about 4 years, it's gotten much, much, much worse than it was even back then. America's struggling, and it doesn't seem like any help is coming. If you're just joining us, please smash the like button, share this stream. I know it is super, super late on the East Coast. Believe me, John and I are still on East Coast time. It's really hard to readjust to an entirely new time zone. We're exhausted. This is hard work, but it is so, so worth it. So important to show what's truly going on. There were a lot of police here just a short time ago. They arrested some people and then they suddenly moved out. So right now, the feeling in the crowd here is much calmer, certainly, than it was 15 minutes ago.
And who are live streamers in front of you first. If you're trying to get your fucking shot, fuck you. This is not about police brutality. You need to be over here fucking showing other black joy too, not just about the fucking police brutality, because I don't see a lot of press here right now. I can tell you I'm gonna call out a motherfucking certain person. There was a press here
the nerve to spell Breonna Taylor's name wrong, but yet she wants Cash App and Venmo donations to support her independent journalism. You know what you should be supporting? Black people. I don't give a fuck about your independent journalism. Either be out here, be a fucking ally, or nothing at all. God damn it! If you want to fucking Cash App or Venmo me some money, you can fucking do so, bitch. My fucking shit is Moments by Mariah. I can tell you other fucking black journalists that have been out here. Jedi, there's a lot of us. Support us first and foremost. I'm tired of seeing a fucking bunch of independent journalists want their fucking get profit off of my movement. I didn't ask for your fucking help. I didn't ask for you to tell my story. I didn't ask for that shit, because you know why? I'm perfectly fucking capable. There's a lot of photographers out here shooting for the Mercury, the Willamette Week, the Oregonian. Has any of my photography fucking photos been on those fucking covers? Not once, bitch. Not once, bitch. So I'm waiting for my reparations. Where's my opportunity? Like I said, don't just be out here because we're getting killed. Show us our reparations all the fucking time, because you know we're not being recruited. We're not being having fucking higher fucking positions in fucking certain organizations, god damn it. And I'm gonna start with the fucking press, because there's a lot of press out here showing our narrative, and last time I checked, I didn't ask for white people to tell our narrative. You've been telling my narrative for the last how many hundreds of fucking years? So I'm going to politely ask for all white press to step the fuck back and let BIPOC people come to the fucking front and tell our story. If you ever see me, just move the fuck out the goddamn way, because you already know what it is. I'm really tired of having to preach this shit. I've been on these streets since May 29th. If you want to support me, you can buy my prints. You can go to my website, bitch. You can Google me. I'm really tired of this shit. Y'all motherfuckers need to show respect to black people. It's not just about us getting fucking killed. Dead ass. Period. It's about showing up all the fucking time. I'm dead ass. That's really all I want to say, but I really expect my reparations to be hit at my Venmo and my Cash App after this shit. You think I'm fucking playing, and I'm not with y'all. That's really all I really wanted to say, and be prepared, watch your six, and make sure you protect black women. Protect black women! Protect black women! Protect black women! All right, peace out. I'll see y'all next time.
Okay, so you heard one of the protesters speaking there. We also saw her a couple of nights ago when we were reporting from a police union building.
Me now, too. The mic.
They're reorganizing. It looks like he dropped part of the mic or something.
Thinks he did. So we out here. Clap if you're alert. I don't know how many people they done grabbed so far, but they're not done. And you got some other surprises, you know. I don't know, this feel like Halloween to me. It's a lot going on. This movement is not an easy one. We've been out here for a long time. Well, it seemed like a long time. It has its ups and downs. Sometimes we look around, there's only 3 of us out here. Sometimes we look around, there's 30,000 of us out here. For those who continuously do this, I mean, all over Portland, I appreciate y'all. Sorry, I'm watching for you. I'm watching over this way. So I got your back over there.
Yeah.
I know you got it. But yeah. I know. I'm just waiting for something special to jump out. They might parachute on us in a minute. They start coming out the sky. Clap and be alert. I'm not going to tell you to be safe. I'm going to tell you to be prepared. Because tonight is something different. Bro, what is you texting up here, man? Oh, okay. I was like, you've been texting all night. I had you up here so that you know you're part of the show. Okay, I just want to know so you don't get offended, and I'm going to pick on you. You got news cameras filming you, texting, and all kinds of stuff. They're gonna make the narrative say you don't even matter. I mean, you don't. Okay, you get it. Thank you, Woody. Clap if you're alert. I don't know, man. Anybody else getting tired of this? Y'all tired of this? You say no? I can't hear you. You say no or yes? No. Okay, that's good. You're not tired of this. I'm tired that we have to do this. Anybody tired that we have to do this? Yeah, okay, that's better. Sorry, I had to rephrase my question. So I must ask you again. You tired that we gotta do this? Yeah, me too. Okay, here come the noise. And these guys on the scooters. Tell them to what? Just stay. Hey, if you ride those scooters on the street one more time, you're gonna have to stay. One more time. We're gonna block you out in here. Just giving you a warning. Because it look like you coming in, getting information and running back out. So next time
it looks
y'all
to
ride
me
on
like
here,
this crowd continues to grow bit by bit.
This ain't a protest.
And as you
There's
heard
something different
from
tonight.
the gentleman speaking, you know, some nights they have 3 people, some nights they have 10,000 people. And there are certain people, certain protesters who are out here night after night fighting for Black lives.
Clap if you're alert.
And night after night they're met by the police and the escalation of the police.
I can't believe you dented up my mic like this. I can't. What is the day? Is today's Friday or Saturday? I can't remember. Saturday? It's probably Sunday now, right? Oh yeah. Oops, I dropped. It's crazy. Dang, it is only 10 o'clock. Anybody got a cup of gas on them? Because this generator gonna run out of gas really soon. And I think we got a long night. Maybe those guys on the scooter will go get some gas from them. They're riding around. You got something you want to say? Okay.
Yo, I just got to do this real quick. Something that picked up in D.C. For those of y'all who know who I am, y'all know what I'm about to do. I just want everybody to repeat after me. First of all, let's get them fists up real quick.
So on the street, we're starting to see some police lights moving down. Potentially the police are coming back into this area. We'll let you know.
That we will win. I believe 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 that we will win. And we will always respect our beautiful Black women by paying homage to them. So when I say who to respect, y'all know what to do. First of all, y'all give it up for my girl Mariah. Give it up for Mariah. Hey, y'all better give it up for her. She gonna find you. She gonna come find you. You better make some motherfucking noise.
Again, police seem to be coming back down the street right now. They're
So
parked
once again,
a block away
we're
from
gonna
us.
uplift our Black women.
But they just
once again, they have done
came
us
back
wrong like
into
they
that
always
area,
have
so we'll
done
see
us
if
wrong.
they come
Once
back
again.
to where the protesters are.
So when I say who do we protect, y'all know what to do. Who do we protect?
Several people have gotten arrested
Who do
tonight.
we protect? Who do 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 we protect? All right, y'all. My name is Gary Floyd. My Venmo is BLM, the number 4, ever G for Gary. BLM
Forever G. That's my Twitter. My Facebook is Gary Floyd 23. I'm asking y'all to reach out, dialogue with me. Talk to us black leaders. Talk to us black people. Don't talk at us. Don't tell us what y'all think is best for us. If you out here for Black Lives Matter, you're listening to the black lives that are up here on this stage. And we're gonna try our best not to bark at y'all, but y'all gotta understand, we haven't had a voice for so long, sometimes we get a little emotional. And that's just real talk. So, y'all might think we might be barking at y'all, but what we're trying to get you to understand is, if you can't follow direction within a movement, you ain't part of a movement. Period. There's no movement that will ever succeed without people who are able to follow direction. So if you want to do your own thing, this is America. Please do your own thing, but get Black Lives Matter out of your fucking mouths. Because when you out here with whatever your agenda is, and you saying Black Lives Matter, you are exploiting black lives. Because you weren't promoting your agenda before another black man got murdered like a dog in the streets, or before another black female got murdered in her sleep. So be about whatever it is that you're about. Be about it. Be about it. Don't talk about it. If you're gonna burn some shit down, burn some shit down. Burn it down.
So the crowd has started to move towards the right. I can't see quite yet what exactly is going on.
I'm back on the mic.
Again, police cars did start coming down the street.
Because I don't know if y'all know I got a little platform or
It
whatnot.
could be that people are walking over to the cars. I still cannot see. That is just what I assume. So we are walking down towards where protesters are walking to see what's going on. So bear with us while we walk down the street here to see what's going on about a block away from where we were. If you're just joining us, smash the like button, share this stream. Make sure people see this reporting. Nobody knows what will happen. Police are again shining a bright light into the faces of, all of us, including press. They use tactics like that all the time. Anything they can do to be annoying or to make sure someone can't see or hear. So there's a heavy police presence down on this end. This is Jefferson and 3rd Avenue. An earlier group of police left. There were no police for a little while. And now they have come back about a block down the street. They're directing everybody to get out of the street. One person is shaking her bum in defiance here, expressing her right to protest. What?
I'm saying they might shoot over there.
Subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. This is the type of reporting that we do, showing you what's going on.
Yeah, I've had numerous jobs like this. When I was coaching,
Police are just lined up across the street here. They've directed everybody to stay out of the street and to get on the sidewalks. This is about a block away from where we were standing before.
handlebar mustache, bitch!
So, if it's like this or something like that, if you clear all the obvious, yeah, everyone's here and you'll be like,
It'll be interesting to see how, you know, the local police Twitter account is reporting this. They've certainly become very good at the lies that they tell about the protesters. And one protester has just set up music on a loudspeaker with a microphone. Some medics, some protesters are now moving into the center of the street where they've been told not to go. Press has followed. We are now out on the street where we are not actually supposed to be. We'll see how it goes. That's about all we can say. Some protesters are kneeling here in defiance of the order to stay out of the street. One has the medic red crosses. We need to be alert and aware of everything that's going on. The police could just start barging toward us at any moment.
That's no shoe on the mic. No shoes.
One woman is dancing. You have to wonder why the police chose to come back on this street in particular. We could start running at any moment. The police are not going to stand for this for very long, so bear with us. Smash the like button, share the stream, text COUP to 370-370 so you know when we go live. If you can help support this trip, we would thank you from top to bottom forever. It's a lot of money to be on this trip, and I've lined things up that we're going to have to fundraise for. But I believe it's important. I believe the stories that are coming are extremely important. Go to statusquo.com/West Coast if you can help support this West Coast reporting trip at any amount. If you support us with $250 or higher, you'll get a custom-made Status Quo fleece, which is so comfy. I'm wearing one right now. statusquo.com/West Coast. That page also contains behind-the-scenes pictures. Check it out. One of the police vehicles is announcing orders. A robotic automated voice. There's one gentleman who has an American flag and a sign. I can't quite see what it says, but he is certainly standing in the street in the center defying orders. There's another gentleman who's rapping along to the sound he had turned on earlier. Police still haven't made any move forward. They are threatening to tear gas people tonight in defiance of it previously being banned, but now that it's declared a state of emergency and some police have been given federal powers, they're allowed to deploy tear gas again. The police will probably charge forward at any moment, in which case we will be running. Someone just said they're about to move, so we're keeping a close eye on every single movement. More police are moving forward. Going across Jefferson Street, seeing where they are headed.
Fuck you, Brett Taylor!
Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet.
Southwest 3rd Avenue remains open to vehicular traffic. Move to the sidewalk or into the park. Do not remain in the roadway. Failure to adhere to these directions may subject you to citation.
Police at any moment could shoot things like pepper balls, whatever they want.
Tear gas or impact weapons.
Tear gas or impact weapons they just announced to anyone not adhering to the order to get out of the street that we are now standing in. In a holding pattern here. Keeping an eye out for any movement at all from the police. This protester is rapping again. He seems to be at a lot of these events. I can't see the chat because I can't take my phone out right now, but thank you so much for the super chats that have been coming in. Keep them going. Help support this very expensive infield reporting trip at any amount. Statusquo.com/West Coast.
We don't want to fight, man. That's just disgust. We need to go and fight the fucking higher ups because you guys are just pawns in this motherfucking system. If you would just study and just listen, you would figure out that you're just being used.
they're also in that building.
Confused
All you
and
have to do
you
is
just get in the fucking groove and attack. You probably fucking get high off of that.
Push the park.
You get adrenaline. But we're done with this shit. Let me speak my fucking sentiments. This is for the people. Real shit. Yeah. We want love for once. It's a real revolution. We won't stop until it's done. You guys are on the wrong side of fucking history. You're not listening. You need to listen when we speak. We are the people of this planet. You are saying we need all the motherfucking rights.
Okay, so they're directing people to make a hole in the road here where people are standing. They didn't seem to follow through with that. One cop shining his light back and forth. Okay, they were letting this vehicle go through. Oh. Okay, cops are now running in that direction. Back down the street, back up to their vehicle.
Hey, just give me 1 second, give me 1 second.
Okay. Something just went off.
I'm put your hand on my shoulder.
I see a gas of some sort has been deployed. We're moving quickly. Film what's going on. Okay, more deployed. It looks like it's just smoke bombs. I don't feel any sense of tear gas, thankfully. So they just threw them as they fled away. No idea why. Very, very smoky. Again, definitely thankful it's not tear gas.
Let me see this. You heard me.
One second, guys. We're gonna do an equipment change. Try to get my gas mask on. I was trying to do it the opposite way. This makes more sense. Okay, I now have a gas mask on. It honestly is not super fun to breathe through this. Don said the police are going to come back around, most likely. They're People watching from their apartments, looking down over the street. There are people all up and down the building, staring down, watching what's happening.
That's so recognizable and all that here.
We're walking back towards where we were before, at Jefferson and 3rd. If you guys are new to watching our streams, welcome. This is the kind of reporting we do out in the field. We go where the story is. We go with the people. So subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, Instagram. There's someone to the left holding a sign advertising safe rides out. And that's something you'll see in these communities in general, is they have people who are offering, you know, what they have. I guess a firework just went off. But some people are able to be medics, some people are able to donate snacks, some people are able to bring food, some people are able to be out in the street protesting. People trying to find their area. Oh, sorry.
Why did you punch? Yeah, I was like,
So, right now we're back to the main press, there's a lot of press around, but we're back to the main protest area. Let's see what time it is. Make a plan here. People don't deserve to be locked in blockade and have a hysterectomy. Keep smashing and sharing. We're gonna film whatever happens. If you want to see behind the scenes pictures, go to statusquo.com/westpost.
Because I was not a journalist. When they came for the protesters, I did not speak because I was not a protester. And then I realized the day would come where they would come for me, and there would be no one left to speak for me. All of these injustices, they tie into each other because by staying silent about racism and injustice, we enable the powers that be to continue to allow the injustice we see here today.
Thank you so much, John Coyne, for the amazing super chat.
Because if we can reform the injustices
thank you,
here,
Matthew, so much for the super chat. Any super chats that I missed, thank you. I just took out my phone for just a second here. Thank you to all 690 people who are watching. Smash the like button, share, and subscribe.
We don't have
this
to
is the
invite
reporting
each other
we do. We
to
give
our
the microphone
backyard
back to the
barbecues,
people.
but at the very least, not kill each other. These Proud Boy types are a dying race. Neither they or the racists of America will not silence us. Keep on keeping on.
Thank you, bro. That was nice. Now I know what you was doing this whole time. And that matters.
There have been several people
Clap if you're alert.
who have spoken to the crowd tonight. They're definitely regulars who often speak at protests and who people have really come to know as organizers and leaders.
Oh, don't now you need water.
Earlier today, we reported from a Proud Boys rally about 10 minutes outside of the city, a 10-minute drive. Definitely check that out. You know, I played a character. I was wearing, you know, American flag shirt. I was trying to blend in. And I really just wanted these Proud Boys to be able to say whatever they were going to say without pushback, whatever. I asked pointed questions. I got some very, very strange answers for sure. So check out that reporting.
How y'all doing tonight? Y'all good?
A lot of people are out here tonight,
briefly.
here in downtown Portland,
Michael Williams
because of that Proud Boys rally earlier.
Only a few, you guys. Alright, I'll tell y'all who he is. Michael Williams was a 44-year-old black man that was strangled, tortured, and burned and left on the side of the road in Iowa by 4 white people. Why haven't you heard this? I don't know, maybe because the media isn't covering it. This happened about, I don't know, I think about a week ago now. This is in Iowa. A black man lynched, modern day, 2020. And this is not being talked about in the media. And of course, the justice system is saying that there was no race motivated for this killing. A modern day lynching in 2020 by 4 white people, strangled and body burned and left on the side of the road for no reason. And they're saying that this was not race motivated. Do you guys agree with that? For some reason, it seems like it's been an ongoing occurrence of black people being lynched, and for some reason, the justice system is saying that this is not race motivated. It just seems a bit weird to me. Earlier today, I went to a little rally. I feel like a couple of you guys were probably there, and I heard a little bit about reform. I heard a little bit about not all cops are bad, and I heard a little bit about something about this is a white-led revolution. And I think I see a lot of faces that would agree with me when I say this, that we need to abolish the police. There's no more time for reform. That shit is over. Reform is no longer possible. There is no way that we can reform and put our trust in a system that is rooted in white supremacy, but I'm sure you guys already know that. There are no good cops in a racist system. Facts. He said silence is complacency. Now I talk about this a lot. Before, there was around 20,000 people marching every single day. And now there's not. At one point, there was probably 10,000 people down at the JC every single night for about a week straight. And now there's not. Because people get too comfortable. We've been protesting for over 100 days. We can't get comfortable now. We've got to keep fighting, day in and day out. That's all I gotta say.
Clap for our black leader. No, clap for our black leader. You gotta understand, he's still a kid. I don't even think you can go and drink yet. He haven't had a chance to get his first drink legally yet. Clap for our black leader. I'm gonna tell you again, he hadn't had a chance to go to Vegas and put chips on the table legally yet. Clap for our black leader. That's what you're taking for granted. And I might take for granted as well that we got people out here that hasn't had a chance to experience certain things. My son missed graduation, and a lot of other kids this year couldn't graduate like everybody else. So we have kids coming up here out here fighting on our behalf for some things that we should have fought for harder earlier in our lives. So when I say clap for our black young leader, I need you to clap for our young black leader. Oh, he got one more thing to say.
This is just a safety thing. If you are not black, do not break shit unless a black person tells you it is okay. You are putting black and brown bodies in danger. So if you are not black, do not be breaking shit, don't provoke the police and to throw something at them and run away. That's not how we do shit. We are here to protect black and brown bodies. If that's not what you're here for, then take your ass home.
Don't go home, but listen to what he said. Now, we need everybody out. We don't need nobody to go home. Now, if you're not gonna comply, yeah, you probably better off going home. Clap if you're alert. I don't know. We got something look like Mad Max vehicle over here. I'm not sure what that is. Clap if you're alert over there. This is getting more and more like a scene from Mad Max. All right, that's gone. Everybody over there, clap if you all right. Over there by the light in the corner. I don't know if they can hear me. Clap over there in the other side of the park if you can hear me or make some noise over there. All right. And everybody over here clap again if you're alert.
Hello, y'all. Thank you for coming out for Black Lives, showing your support. But I just want to make it known to y'all. I just want to make it known to y'all about how America does not care about black women. And that's, and I just continue to ask myself, why? Why doesn't America care about black women? Why? Why do I have to grow up in a world where everybody hates my skin color? And also, I want y'all to think, imagine being black in America. On top of that, imagine being a woman. It's hard. It's rough. This country wasn't built for us. Sorry. This country was not built for us. We were not meant to live in this country because the system has constantly been built against us. The system was built against us. So when y'all come out here and you show your support, it means a lot. But you need to protect your black women. You need to protect them. You are out here to protect us. You are not out here to make noise for us. You're not out here to set shit on fire. If we're angry, let us do that. Let us take out our anger, because we've been angry our whole lives. So thank you. I want you to understand the importance of that. I want you to understand that a black woman who got murdered in her bed did not get justice. It's been 190-something days. For what? Everyone should understand that what happened to Breonna Taylor was not okay. Her murderers need to get arrested. And we need to tell the world that. We need to tell the world that we're angry. We need to tell the world that we're not going to stop. We're going to tell the world that we're fighters. We care about our black women. And it's time for us to say that. So thank you.
Clap if you love our black women. One more time, please. Clap if you're alert.
We need y'all to gather around for this one. I need y'all to really listen. Because a black woman's going to be speaking. I need y'all to really listen. This is something that everybody that's out here, probably everybody in the world needs to hear this. So if you're around, gather around. Gather around.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the super chats and all the love. Please, if you are able to, help us afford this trip and to go on to our other destinations, including San Diego, LA.
This is not
just a moment to us. This is a movement. This is not a trend. This is us taking back our lives and our freedom. We have not yet fought for equality. We are still fighting for our civil rights. We are still fighting to be tolerated by you. And you are lucky that all we want is equality. You are lucky that the movement that we are standing for is not about revenge. White privilege is being unaware of the world that lives right under your feet, that you undoubtedly walk over daily. A fact. Every highway and interstate that crosses over every highway and interstate that crosses over America covers what some of you would call the ghetto. And some of you don't realize it, but every day that you get into your car, you are driving over the people who have been suppressed in our system. You are driving over the people who are screaming out for your help. The ones who are dying. The ones who don't receive proper medical care. The ones who are trying to survive living on low income. There are people trying to survive right underneath your feet. Can you hear them? It is too often that we are silenced beneath the sound of your white noise, and it's become so normalized that some of you can only sleep if you're listening to the same white noise. I need you guys to wake up. So I wrote a letter, and I titled it, Dear America. Dear America, how dare you say, keep me great again, when in fact your country has never been great to begin with. Our country's greatness climaxed at the Great Depression, where our economy crashed and the wealth belonged to the people with the right to speak. Do you see a trend? In the face of a pandemic, our economy is dying and the ones with the loudest voice have the most power. And our freedom of speech is slowly being erased from history. Speak up. Dear America, how dare you say land of the free when your land was stolen and built by the people who were stolen from their own land? We may no longer be slaves, but we're enslaved to your conditions. We are enslaved by our lack of freedom that you have strategically weaved into our skin-deep system. I'm a good person, and I don't pose a threat, but one look at my skin, and they see me one as anyway. Our skin is not a weapon, yet your white skin-proof system somehow still goes skin-deep. You have colonized and weaponized a culture as to call warfare on my people. And see, that's the problem with racism. It's always your people against my people. And while they say it should be everyone against racists, it should be. Yet black and brown bodies are dying from the hands of white men. White men with an agenda. White men with a badge. White men in the White House. This country was never meant for us. It was only built by us. And so while they scream out, all lives matter, I need y'all to remember the lives enslaved. Damn it, remember I only have my people. And we never agreed to be separated from the rest of the population in the first place. That was your choice. Congratulations for making racism look like it wasn't racism. But we are calling you out for what you are. We have been chained and shackled to be thrown into cages. We are shot and suffocated to be thrown into coffins. And our blood not only is it in our streets that you took, our blood is pooling in your hands. Hands that we are told were only supposed to serve and protect us. Yet we serve you and respond with, yes, sir. And when our hands are up and we are no longer a threat, their job is not done. They are still the slave patrol, policing a people. And as if hearing the words, I can't breathe, and feeling the last breath of air make its final exit, how the fuck is that not enough? Enough to see that when you are killing a human being, enough to see that when somebody's body is failing, their skin, their outer shell, our blackness should no longer be a factor. But what they see is not a dying human. They see an animal that needs to be put to rest. An animal that is no longer trained and conditioned to their likings. A need to fulfill white power because we no longer work on the fields as your property.
And yet we clock in and retain your power as we make your corporations billions of dollars while we settle on low income in our communities and our cities, fight redlining and gentrification. We do the work. And like a pyramid, you sit at the top as we pave every step of your American wealth. Dear America, our blood, that was the ink that was used to write the Constitution. Our blood, our sweat, our tears, our artistry, our craftsmanship, our culture that was used to build and birth your country. And for 400 years we sat and we played your game. We built your roads and your buildings, we built your economy, and we built your wealth, and we received nothing except discrimination for life followed by a death sentence. And every time we try to stand up for what is right, we are told to sit down, shut up, get shot, get executed, get whipped, get hung, get burned. You don't get to choose. And as we watch you die, we have power over you. Either way, you end up in a coffin a lot sooner than I do. I hope that made you a little uncomfortable, because we're tired. We're tired, and we're tired of paying you to slaughter us. We are tired and we are angry. And so when your buildings get burned down,
hey, it's too much moving around. She got something really important and very beautiful. So how about, let's set the mood. This is Hollywood. Set the mood, we got cameras. Everybody pull out their phone. Pull out their phone and turn on your lights, your flashlight.
I don't need them to do that. They don't need to do that.
I just, thank you. Now I'm gonna let her, now please respect it. Please respect it. Please respect it. Stop the movie.
Forgive us when we no longer give a fuck. A story. I remember you were a cool kid if you could spell Mississippi. And you were even cooler if you could jump rope to it. And for once, I thought I sounded educated. I thought that I had an equal shot at my education. But we learned differently, and so they treated us differently. They learned Mississippi from what seemed to be a nursery rhyme. I learned how to spell it when I saw the movie Mississippi Burning. If you haven't seen it, you should. I was 7 years old. I didn't need a catchy song to remember. I remembered those people who looked like me, and they were burning. And the fear I saw in their eyes became the same exact fear in mine. See, we are taught different. Our childhoods were stripped from our innocence, and things that you did not have to worry about, we did. So, dear America, where was the same anger you have from burning buildings when my people are burned alive in the streets? When the man from Ohio was just burning alive in the streets, and no one is talking about it. We are tired of making your America great again. We are tired of being your stepping stool. We've carried you for way too long. Your America that continues to redline and segregate minority groups, as you casually call it, the hood. Your America where black people make up 38% of the prison population, which is modern slavery. Your America where children are separated from their families, and sometimes their only sense of freedom comes when they see God face to face. They are starving, and they are dying in cages. And we are tired of the empty promises that cost us our lives and our sanity, while you scream out ghettos, delinquents, thugs, and criminals. Another story. When I was in 5th grade, my teacher called me a delinquent, a backhanded compliment that she tried to sweeten by saying it wasn't my fault. What she meant to say is that I'm black and that's all she sees. I'm black and that's all I'll ever be. I'm just part of that statistic. And the sad thing is, a lot of us will become your statistic. A lot of us will prove you right. And not because you are. We'll prove you right because your system doesn't allow you to be wrong. In the same grade, a middle schooler shoved me into the toilet, and when I pulled myself back together after crying on the floor of a stall, I casually went back to class and never said a word. I was so scared that the teacher would see the fear in my eyes, and part of me wanted her to. But her ignorance saw a kid, a little black kid who took a little too long in playing in the sink my first detention. And even as me being a little black kid and my teacher a full-grown white adult, she did not see it. What she saw as playful, I saw as painful. What she saw as fairness, I saw as fear and punishment. I was 9 years old. To a student-to-teacher ratio, I had knowledge on a subject she knew absolutely nothing about. And the racism I faced was chalked up to bullying. It's just what kids do. Sticks and stones, get over it. When I was 12, my teacher suggested therapy. And the therapist asked me what I didn't love about myself, and although she thought she could handle any trauma and give the best professional advice she could offer, there was nothing that could ever prepare her for my answer. Without blinking, I told her I hate that I'm a nigger. And that was the first and last time I ever went to therapy. I can't wash off the fake tan that you can. If I participate in my culture, it's ghetto. But if you participate, then you can enjoy the appropriation of my culture even while hating my people. Everybody wants to be black, but nobody wants to be a nigga. I don't mind being black, but I can tell you that the white culture does not allow my half-blackness to have peace. And so as I wait for your progress, I pray that my rest and my peace does not come from my loved ones looking at my gravestone. Dear America, we are reprimanded for the mental illnesses that you have caused through generations of systematic trauma. Can you imagine the PTSD from racism? Because that's a battlefield that none of us want to talk about. For us, the war is not overseas. The war is in our streets, and we can't go home. Our skin is a deployment that we never signed up for, and a trauma that we are forced to ignore for your comfort. So until the value of my life is no longer a political protest, we protest. Until the lives of children are not being lived in a cell, we protest. Until black people are not incarcerated for crimes they didn't commit or crimes that they did with an already served sentence, we protest. Until the death penalty is no longer in the hands of lawmakers, we protest. Until women's rights are no longer in the hands of men, we protest. Until the lands are returned to the natives, we protest. Until, I want you guys to hear this one. Until every police department that is in America is abolished and rebuilt, we protest. Until every single person that walks the streets of America is free, we will protest. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness may be for some, but the majority of us know. That's why we're in the minority. White skin, light skin, dark skin, just not the right skin. Can I propose that no race should ever be in the minority? There's no facts, there's no proof, there's no statistics that say that one race can reproduce faster than the other, so there's a problem. In order for us to be in the minority, it means that we are dying. It means that somehow we are not living long enough. We are literally being killed off. And this is not just an American issue. This is a humanity issue. Black and brown people are dying in every country that this world holds. But America, to call yourself great, to advertise your freedom, we hold you at an even higher standard. Dear America, you lie to us and you lie to your people. You trademark yourself with an empty promise as you open your borders to immigrants with that same promise, yet you give the slightest bit of freedom to entrap us. You are the abusive ex who promises they'll do better, but continues to hit you over and over and over, and says it's because I love you. The one who begs you to stay because, well, I need you to function. I wouldn't be where I am without you, but if you're not happy here, you can leave. It makes sense, America. We built you, and you're toxic. You are the black mailer who promises equal opportunity to all except the brown and black male and his family. You make living on your land so appealing until you threaten the living rooms of those who don't do enough for you. You are the land of immigrants that you have brainwashed into an entire race. And with a race that you don't even understand the history of, you say,
Hey guys, so it's been a long night here where we have to preserve our data plan on our live view because it's quite expensive. I think we've been live for almost 3 hours. We will get additional footage because nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. So just a last reminder, please subscribe to this channel if you're new here. Double check that YouTube hasn't unsubscribed you if you've already subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications. But even with doing that, which is really important, please subscribe. We need the numbers. Hold on one sec, guys. Oh, thank you. Ooh, much better. I can breathe now. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't subscribed yet. Bell for notifications, but the important thing is that you text COUP to 370-370. That way you'll get text notifications each time we're live. We have a lot planned for this trip. We're going to fly down to San Diego and report on an indigenous protest against the border wall impacting their native land. And there are Trump supporters who are going against these native protesters. So it's an interesting underreported story for sure. Then we're going to LA to report on a few different things, including wildfires. And then we're going to Arizona to do some 2020 election reporting based on the all-important Latino vote in Arizona, an important swing state. So, as you know, we're definitely fundraising for this trip. We do not have enough money by far at this point to keep on going for these important stories. So if you're able to help us at any amount, please go to statusquo.com/West Coast, and then you'll be able to support us via Stripe or PayPal. Any amount helps. Every amount helps. $5, $20, $50. If you're able to support us at $250 and up, you'll get a fleece like the one that I'm wearing. You of course can't quite see it because I have a bulletproof vest on, which is very, very heavy, by the way. So check that out. I have behind the scenes photos and things up there too. There have been a lot of unexpected costs to do with this trip, including this insane vest that I have on. I haven't mentioned joining as a member during this call, but I will right now because I'm going to make a members video about me acquiring this vest and the extreme weight that it ended up being. Just so heavy. I can't wait to take it off. But you don't just get that. You also get Ask Me Anything calls with Jordan and myself. We spill way too much information. We really get to know you guys, chat on Zoom. It's a great time. And more to come. Members only Discord, things like that. So go to statusquo.com/join. It's just $5 a month to become a member. And again, statusquo.com/West Coast if you can help us out. $250 or higher, you get a Status Quo custom-made fleece jacket like the one that I'm wearing. And all good. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Tune in. We will be live tomorrow. We are reporting on the houseless here in Portland, which is an extremely severe crisis. I have been in cities all across the country. We've reported on the houseless crisis across the country, but I've never seen it as bad as it is here. So we have that important story tomorrow. We have a climate change expert coming on tomorrow. We have a former Trump supporter. Hold on 1 second. Something appears to be happening. And a very large, SUV limo just passed. Seeing what's going on down here before we sign off. Okay, so there is a police presence.
Yeah! Yeah!
Okay, I believe.
Are you happy? Are you satisfied?
Y'all walk like you a fucking riot line even when you walk the clock.
I can't tell who that group is. I have my suspicions, but I don't want to misreport it.
Play your job! You've been showing up!
Yo, cops in that building. Yeah. You think they stole the sex life? Yeah, get the camera over this, man. I think they're parked over there. They came out. They were inside. Yeah, for sure, probably.
We are on Southwest Madison, and I can't see across the street. We're at a cross section here where police are in their third spot of the night. Definitely not as many as we saw earlier today or tonight. More of the protest seems to be moving this way. They have projectiles, they're moving forward.
Stay with me, stay with me.
They have their less lethal weapon guns, if you will.
Okay, push this way, come over on this side.
Okay. So yeah, we have to plan out what we're going to do if they start to move forward, because they will barge forward towards the protesters. There are directives right now to not be in the street. Again, more protesters are coming this way. We're going to go across the street before we're not able to anymore. The incessant ringing stopped.
Just remember, guys, you got officers behind you.
Yeah, there's two back here behind us, up on the ledge.
Okay, so there are officers behind us as well. In front of us, behind us. Hey. A night of twists and turns. You never know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, they're probably doing a perimeter to see what streets are blocked. They'll bring back the van, swoop the streets and clear them again. Is that the same guy? In the middle of the street back there. The same guy that was laying on the wall that was saying, "Get out of the street" to us? Is that the same guy?
I'm not sure.
I think that's...
I'll double check.
Subscribe if you're new here. We're reporting from downtown Portland right now, where police have moved to their third location of the night. Protesters have moved down this way. There was no protester presence before they decided to move in.
Yeah, see, look, it goes right up to him and talk to him. Yeah, see?
One protester is speaking directly to police. He was allowed to pass right on through. I don't know who the gentleman is, but for whatever reason, he's being allowed to speak to the police.
Now, I'm not one to say anything more than that's what he was doing.
No one else has attempted to speak directly to the police, just this guy in the flowered shirt.
Him and his photographer are not friendly. Although, why do cop sympathizers wear the most fucked up shirts? You're wearing a no button-down, soft-ass looking hospital gown shirt with some weird-ass print pattern and the wrong shoe with your sock showing. I'm not a fashion guru, but that's hella suspect, bro. Like, fashion-wise, I'm not happy with that. But can we wear? Where'd she go? I'm like talking to Sarah. She's way the fuck over there. I've been talking to you for like 5 minutes.
You can hear the message from the police vehicle again. The police are moving back, walking backwards down the street. They do have their less lethal weapons drawn. They seem to be retreating to go inside of this building here, the City of Portland Police Bureau. So there we go. They are standing in front of the City of Portland Police Bureau there. Some are going inside, some remain. See if they all go inside or what the plan is. Little by little, they continue to go inside of the police bureau. They're telling press to stay on the sidewalk. Protesters yelling at them to go inside. Definitely a lot of cameras here right now. A lot of people live streaming, capturing every moment of what's going on. So that's the third police round we've seen today. The first time they arrested several people. The second time I didn't see any arrests. I did not see any arrests this third time either on this third location. Okay, so this time for real. Are people moving in? Okay, actually, scratch that 1 second. And I actually did not see if the police who were in the other building went back inside. It appears that some of the people who had been able to walk through past the police are kind of hovering up there. Oh, there's a film crew up there where the police were.
I'm sure he's fine.
Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We are on our way to 100,000 subscribers, and this is the kind of reporting you can expect from us. I think we have police back where we were formerly. So the police disappear in one location and pop up again in another location. Actually, I do not see police in this location, actually. False alarm there. Trying to get a layout of what's happening here. Everyone just seems to be moving back to where the protest area was before, at the park. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Subscribe, donate if you can, statuscoup.com/West Coast. We will be reporting throughout the week. We will be reporting from Portland again. So peace out. Thanks for watching. And text COUP to 370-370 so you get a text next time we're live. Bye-bye.